Plotting points. In order to plot points, you would need a set of ordered pairs of coordinates, the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. The x-coordinate will be located on the x-axis, that's the horizontal axis, and it is being labeled here as time in days. And the y-coordinate is located on the y-axis, and it is labeled here profit in thousands of dollars. So you need two numbers to plot a point. First, you look for the x-coordinate on the x-axis, and then you go up or down to locate the y-coordinate on the y-axis. So for example, if you want to plot -10 days and -$20,000. So -10 could mean 10 days before your break even, because break even, if you start to count when your profit was 0, you can call that break even. So before break even, you can call it negative. And if you lose, if you make a loss, then you can call that a negative. So the -10, that's 10 days before break even. -20, you have made a loss of $20. So we want to plot -10, -20. So basically you proceed to go on the x-axis, you look for -10, and we look for -20 on the y-axis. So we have to go down to get -20, and here is the point, -10, -20. -5 days, that's 5 days before break even, and you make a loss of -10. So you need to look for -5 on the x-axis. So here we are looking for -5, and you go down to look for -$10,000. 0, 0. Look for 0 on the x. So we go down -10, -5, -2.50, and we stay right here because it's 0 on the y. We're looking for 5, 10, 5 days after break even. There is a 5 on the x-axis, and now we have to go upwards to look at 10, a profit of $10,000. We want to plot 10, 20. We look for 10 on the x, yes, 10 days after break even, and we look for $20,000 profit. The next point is 15, 30. So we look for 15 on the x, 15, and then we look for 30 up, so we have to go upwards for $30,000. And here's the point, 15, 30. Next one is 20, 40. So we look for 20 days on the x, 20 days on the x, and we go up to look for $40,000 profit right here. 25, 50. Yes, 25, 50. So 25 on the x. So we look for 25 on the x, and we go up to look for 50 on the y-axis. Yes, right. So, and here now is 30, 60. That's the last point to plot. So we look for 30 days after break even, and we go upwards to go for 60. Okay, so plotting points. As you can see, the height of the points will give you the level of the profit. The height of the points will give you the level of the profit. And this is even accentuated by drawing a line. Yes, joining the points with a line. Agreed. This line can be made more visible by color coding it and darkening it. So the line that you see, this line that you see, shows you the behavior of the profit. The profit is increasing. According to this line, the profit is increasing because anytime you see a line on a graph, you must associate it with the y variable. Always bear that in mind. The line that you see on any graph, please associate it with the Y variable. Okay, so this line is indicating that the profit is increasing. The x-axis, all the x variable on the x-axis always increases from left to right, always. But then the line may go up or it may go down. It shows you the behavior of the Y variable, okay, which is the dependent variable. Yes. So take, for instance, you have a graph, you take a look at a graph that is already made, okay, and you watch it. Just look at the line and look at the Y variable. Here it is revenue. The line or curve that joins the points in any graph shows you the behavior of the Y variable, okay? X is always increasing from left to right. So X is always increasing from left to right, but the line shows you the revenue is increasing here in this case, okay? Here's a graph and you see a line, it is curving. Look at the line and then look at the Y variable. You can see that this is profit. So this is the behavior of the profit. It is going up, but you're making a loss, but less loss. It reaches a maximum, it's going back down, and then it is coming back up. This is the behavior of the Y variable profit in that case. Here's another graph. You see a line associated with the Y variable, number of customers. So on a particular day, on the first day of customers was 50, and the level of customers, the number of customers is decreasing. It level off, it decreased again, and it is increasing to a certain value. Okay, so this shows you the behavior of the Y variable. Here's another graph. You see a line. This is showing you what the Y variable is doing, which is here is average temperature. So the average temperature is decreasing, goes back up a little bit, coming back down again, reaches the minimum, and it's starting to increase. Okay, so this shows you the behavior of the average temperature, which is the variable on the Y axis. Okay, so this now can also be appreciated using Excel, for example. Here you have a graph that is already made. The Y variable here is number of customers. So if I change this to, let's say, 10. So as you can see, it dropped. The line dropped. So it shows you what happened to the number of customers. The number of customers dropped. Okay. If I increase this, the second point, let's say I put it at 60. So you can see how the line has adjusted to accommodate the behavior of the Y variable. Okay, let's keep this as, let's say, 60 again. And as you can see, it shifted, indicating what is happening to the Y variable, number of customers. So the line is accommodating, adjusting according to the behavior of the Y variable. It shows you how the Y variable is behaving, okay? How it is, what's happening to the Y variable. So that's what the line on any graph communicates. It communicates information with regards to the Y variable. Always bear that in mind when you look at any graph. First thing, when you look at the line, check out the variable on the Y axis.